Hello, and welcome to Consolidated Packaging Group. CPG is a flexible packaging manufacturer with three plants in Ohio, New Jersey, and Indiana. Today we're going to go over our orientation package and training. All right, let's begin. To start off, we're going to introduce our app called the HCM To Go app. This app can be found both on iOS devices as well as Androids. With this app, you're going to be able to see all your employee information as well as request additional information. This app is also going to be used as a daily tool of communication. So you're going to be able to receive messages, tasks, as well as notification on the app. We understand that not everyone has an email address, and therefore, this app is also going to have a copy of any email that's sent out to the employees. As mentioned, the app is available both on iOS devices as well as Androids. When you're in your App Store, select and type in HCM to go. Once you're in the app, it's going to ask you for the following information. For the region, select North America. The company short name, type in CH50005. For the username, put in your employee ID number. And your password to start off with is welcome at one with a capital W. When first logging in, you're going to be asked to change your password. Your password is going to need to have more than 8 characters in total, with a capital, a lowercase, and a numeric number. You're also going to need a special character, like an @ sign or a exclamation point. The next screens are regarding authentication. Please make sure to have the correct information and then place the code to verify your information. Once logged in, you're going to see the main clock at the front of your screen. The app has two main portals. There's the bell icon on the top right corner and the three lines called the burger menu on the top left. When you select the bell icon, you're going to see three tabs: the My To Do tab, My Notifications, and My Checklist. By the My To Do tab, you're going to receive surveys as well as any kind of government forms that need to be completed. Please complete all forms or requested information within 48 hours of them being distributed. The My Notification tabs has different messages that CPG has sent out. Even after being read, notifications are stored and able to be reviewed. Finally, the My Checklist tab has different forms that CPG would like you to complete. On the screen, you see three checklists, including the COVID daily checklist, the new hire checklist, and the CPG general housekeeping training. When selecting a checklist, these are the following steps to make sure that your checklist gets completed properly. First, you're going to go to the bell icon, as we mentioned before, move to the My Checklist tab, and select the appropriate checklist. Once you select the checklist, you're going to get a screen asking you to confirm, and you're going to select the blue box that says Go to Checklist. Each checklist has different instructions as well as steps. Make sure to complete them as instructed. By every form that you have to complete, there's going to be two buttons: a Save button and a Submit button. Whenever you're pressing Submit, it only saves the information onto your device, not transferring the information to the company. So please make sure whenever you're submitting a form or finished with the form, you select the Submit button. Whenever you're uploading a photo or document, you'll also see a circle with a check mark saying Mark as complete. Whenever finishing submitting the information that needs to be submitted, please make sure to mark as complete the step. Otherwise, the checklist will not show as completed. However, there are steps that include having to receive approval from other parties. Even though you submit a form, it will not show as submitted on your checklist. Do not fret, just give it a few days and it will show as completed then. If you see after a few days that the form has still not shown as completed, please contact your HR manager. As mentioned before, there are two main portals to the app, the bell icon and the three lines called the burger menu. When selecting the burger menu, a side menu is going to show. This side menu has many different options, including the My Information, My Time, My Schedule, and the My HR tab. We're going to go over the important tabs now. At the My HR tab, you're going to be able to complete different forms via HR actions. You're also going to be able to see government forms, such as W-2s or W-4 information that you submitted. Any change in information, such as direct depositor addresses, will also be able to be edited by the My HR tab. In My Pay, you're going to be able to see all pay stubs. Payments are typically sent out weekly on Wednesdays, although CPG does reserve the right to push payday till Friday. By the My Time tab, you're going to be able to review your timesheets. Additionally, you'll be able to request different sick and vacation days. Please make sure to request these days in a timely fashion. CPG requires all sick days to be requested with 8 hours notice, and vacation days to be requested with at least 30 days notice. By the My Career tab, you're going to see the progressive action reports. This includes disciplinary action as well as reward program statuses, such as the Alkaline program and the Alkaline Silver program. As a member of CPG, it's important to know what CPG stands for. Our slogan is compliance, performance, and growth. Let's discuss this in further detail. CPG takes the health and safety of our employees very seriously. We are a SQF Level 3 facility, ensuring compliance in SQF, GMP, DOL, and OSHA mandates. We're going to talk about this a little bit more on the next slide. As a flexo packaging manufacturer, our packaging comes into contact with food products, and therefore we want to make sure to be very strict with our hygiene requirements. When entering the plants, we're required to wear beard nets at all times. Nets include a hair net as well as a beard net. Even if someone does not have hair, you are required to wear a hairnet. Please do not move or scratch the hairnet while by your post, therefore minimizing any kind of exposure to the product. If you're wearing a hat of any sort, please make sure to wear a hairnet under as well as over the hat. Although CPG doesn't require earplugs, we do have them available for all of our employees. CPG highly recommends earplugs to be worn both by the pouching and interlock sections. Entering the plant, after putting on our hairnets and beard nets, it's important to wash our hands. Washing hands is required every time the employee enters the plant, comes in contact with any foreign material, or whenever touching any of our PPE. Remember, washing of the hands must take place for at least 20 seconds, making sure to get in between the fingers as well as the top and bottom parts of the hand. When discussing personal hygiene, it's important to note that we must be clean throughout our posts. We shouldn't have any strong scents. This includes pleasant scents such as perfumes or cologne. Please make sure that while you're in the plant, you're also wearing your uniform. We'll be discussing our clothing requirements on the next slide. As mentioned in the last slide, when coming into work, we want to make sure to have good personal hygiene. This includes professionally dressed, as well as having clean clothes. No stains, smudges, or wrinkles are allowed to be seen on our clothing when entering the plant. Odors, including perfumes and cologne, are not permitted. Please make sure to wash your uniforms regularly once received. CPG requires all employees to have their CPG shirts as well as their badges present throughout their post. When by the plant, please make sure to have long pants and not have any kinds of tears or rips on the pants. Materials such as sequins or hanging lines are not permitted. This includes tear jeans as well as jackets or sweaters. No jewelries or accessories are permitted in the plant, the only two exceptions being a wedding band or a medical bracelet, both of which must be approved by quality assurance before being worn. Pens or other accessories, if brought into the plant, must be stored in your pockets, not above the waist. Additional accessories, such as nails or nail polish, may not be worn in the plant. If you do have nail polish, please make sure to have gloves on while in the plant. Mentioned previously, CPG takes the safety of our employees very seriously. To ensure safety, we have an incident protocol in place. Whenever there are any kind of incidences that take place, it's important to follow the following steps. First, we inspect the area, taking any kind of mental notes. If someone has fallen, we ask if they need assistance, and if so, we take and call medical contacts. Our medical contacts have been posted throughout the buildings. Next, we let our supervisor know what happened and then complete an incident report. A physical incident report can be found by the HR office, as well as a digital one on the HCM to Go app. A copy of the incident report has been shown. The incident report basically asks five main questions: who, what, where, when, and why. Who involves the parties involved in the incident, such as the person who fell, as well as anyone who might have caused them to fall. What occurs what occurred at the time, as well as what could have done to prevent the incident from occurring. Where is the location in which the incident took place? When, being the time and date it occurred, and why, being the more subjective questions of how did it occur or what made it occur. Additional comments are also available. And when filling out the form, please make sure to sign the form using your employee signature. CPG requests that all individuals who saw or heard of the incident to fill out this form. The reason we require this is to help us find the root cause issue and prevent any incidences from occurring in the future. Any employees who do not complete an incident report and are found to be known of the incident will be called for disciplinary action up to and including termination. So please, if you see something, say something. While working the plant, you might come into contact with packages you're going to have to pick up or carry. When doing so, please follow the following procedure. Throughout the time of picking up a package, we want to make sure that our back is straight and aligned. This minimizes any kind of potential threat the heavy box might cause to our backs. As seen in the photo, you can see the proper procedure for picking up a package. As you can see, the person is not moving until the package is completely lifted and the person is upright. This makes sure to minimize the possibility of the package falling through our hands and hurting our body. Please make sure to follow these steps. CPG requires employees to only pick up one item at a time. If the item is heavy, please use a pallet jack or a hand truck. If for some reason one is unavailable, please contact an associate so they can help you. Back braces or back supports are available if needed. And if you're experiencing any kind of back issues, please let HR office know so we can make the appropriate accommodations. CPG provides the employees with knives and blades. These blades must be kept on premises at all times. We're not allowed to be using any blades from outside the property, so please do not bring one to CPG. When discussing blade safety, please make sure, when cutting, that the surrounding area near you is clear. We want to make sure to grab our knife with our full hand, not only our fingers. Finally, when cutting, we want to make sure to cut away from our body, never cutting towards ourselves. This minimizes any kind of injuries that might occur. A copy of all of our policies and procedures regarding safety, as well as job tasks, are available in the Employee Handbook. Please make sure to review them before starting your first day. This concludes the compliance section of CPG. Now, let's move on to performance. CPG is an international production facility. We have three plants, as mentioned previously, in Ohio, Indiana, and New Jersey, with a competitive leave time. We value performance and had performance reviews on all of our employees throughout the year. Dedication and commitment are a big part of what makes CPG the company it is today. We're going to be discussing these traits and how we analyze them in the next slides. Although you'll only be working in one department, it's important for you to know the overlying CPG manufacturing process. First, we start with a customer service order coming in. The order comes in through the customer service department and then goes to the scheduling and supplies departments. From then, it goes to mounting. In mounting, plates are placed into cylinders to go into the press machines. The press machine, additionally, has ink that goes through the process, making sure that whatever material is being printed on has the correct color and the correct prints. Next, in lamination, an additional material is added on top of the printed material to make sure that it's more durable. After lamination, the order is placed into a heating room, making sure that the glue cures. In slitting, the material that might have the same pattern 3 or 4 times is cut into individual cores. By pouching, the material is taken and folded, made into a pouch, having different gusset sizes as well as tear notches and holes. Interlock has a similar process, having zippers being put into the bag and then rolled up again. Finally, the order is placed to the shipping department where it goes out to the trucks to be delivered to the customers. As a way to measure performance, CPG publishes an OTI report daily. The OTI report has each department as well as the shifts and machine numbers. In general, the OTI report splits up into four different categories: the footage, the setup, the downtime, and the total. Footage means how much footage was actually ran that day. As you can see on top, there is the actual footage versus the goal. We take a percentage of how much was done depending on what the goal was and how much was actually run that day. Next, we have the setup. Setup is how long it took for the machine to be set up for the job. There is a setup actual as well as a setup standard, which is the goal. Third, we have the downtime. Downtime is how we record any kind of external problems which might cause the machine to stop. This allows our percentages to be more accurate. Finally, by total, we calculate all the three that were prior and calculate how much that machine ran for their shifts. This allows us to know exactly how well our production is doing and how well performance is being done. Besides for production, CPG has an Alkaline Achievement Program. This is a program that we do every month to reward those who are achieving well at work. For the qualifications of this program, employees have to have good attendance, training, clean workstations, and receive recommendations from their supervisors. For attendance, they have to make sure to arrive on time and leave on time, not take any additional breaks or lunches, and not be missing for more than 3 days. For training purposes, they're required to complete all assessments and checklists within their appropriate window of time. Clean workstations means that the supervisors have found one or less findings in their daily walkthrough. And then finally, recommendations. They have to receive an approval from their supervisor saying that they follow their GMP, safety, and have good morale. If done, the employee is going to be entered into the Alkaline Achievement Program. The rewards for this program include a $15 certificate for all employees who enter. There's an additional raffle for 3 members who can win anything from a $50 gift card, dinner and a movie, as well as other prizes such as a plane trip to Florida. For any questions, please contact your supervisor for more information. Disciplinary action for performances, as well as for any violations of rules, is typically done progressively. This means that we start out with a verbal warning, then move to written, then to final, and finally suspension/termination. All of our policies and procedures are listed in the employee handbook, which are given to all employees by the new hire package. Progressive disciplinary action is something that we strive to do, although CPG does reserve the right to discipline as they see fit. Any safety, security, or production violations are exempt from this progressive disciplinary action approach. This concludes the performance section from compliance performance growth. Now we'll move on to growth. CPG is dedicated to creating a trained and skilled workforce. This includes developing our staff and training them in different programs as well as certification courses. CPG conducts weekly trainings on different important topics. We do this to make sure that we give skills to our employees, allowing them to grow into the company. All of our supervisors have started with us as helpers and have grown. We have career tracks in place for anyone looking to develop themselves and grow into the company, whether it's in their own department or a different department. Benefits-wise, CPG offers an array of benefits, including health, dental, and vision plans. As mentioned in the previous slide, we have growth opportunities available to all of our employees with career plans in place. Referral programs are also available if you have any employees that you'd like to refer, as well as license programs such as Six Sigma, and First Aid. CPG has time off plans available, having all employees who have been with the company for more than 6 months able to receive time off as well as sick days. We have incentive programs such as the Alkaline Achievement Program and the Alkaline Achievement Silver Program. More information on this will be discussed later on. For a health plan, we have two plans, the MEC and the MVP plan. MEC is our minimum essential coverage plan. This is free for all employees who'd like to participate in. For a MEC child or MEC children plan, the fee is $3.91 weekly. Our MVP plan covers more options, having employees pay $43.03 weekly. For employee and child, the fee is $148.39 weekly. Additionally, we have dental and vision plans where the prices can be seen on top. At the end of the day, CPG is family. With staff who've been with us for over 20 years, CPG is a community employer who cares about its staff. We work with unemployment offices as well as diversity recruiters, making sure to create an inclusive and friendly workplace. We understand that you're going to be spending many of your waking hours by the plant, and therefore we do whatever we can to accommodate our staff, making sure to have a lively and positive workforce. As we end up the presentation, thank you for choosing CPG and welcome to the company. We can't wait to see what you're going to bring to us. Hope you have a great rest of your day.